All right, so what we have here is my Mini ITX gaming PC, my SG13. It has been a brilliant little case. It's a very cheap case. It's only like 50 bucks or something here in Australia. So really interested to see the Dan A4 case, which is extremely small, but they're not available yet because they just had the Kickstarter. I think they're going to be available around December, but they're going to be bloody expensive. So with import charges and everything else, it's going to be like $200-300 bucks. But it is a sexy little case, that Dan case. This still fits in a backpack. It's a bit of a squeeze, but the Dan case definitely fit in a backpack quite easily. Anyway, I've been running this with 8 gigs of RAM and a Mini Asus 970, GTX970. And today, we're going to be upgrading it with an Asus Dual GeForce GTX1070. The Mini is good. It's got one fan on it. It's pretty quiet. But I thought, fuck it, let's go for a full-size card. It's got 2 fans on it. This one should just fit in there. I don't think the MSI 1070 will fit, or it's a very tight squeeze if it is. This one's a couple of centimeters shorter. And it's pretty much the cheapest 1070 out there at the moment, so why not? And while we're at it, we're going to upgrade to 16 gigs of DDR4 as well. So I just want to basically show if this card does fit in the SG13 Mini ITX. All right, enjoy, guys. Well, great success. It fucking looks awesome. It pretty much takes up the entire side bit there. It does fit. Basically, you have to slot the back end down first and then the front end down. I had to try and sort of maneuver it in. If you can tell by the time lapse, it did take a little bit, but it does fit quite nicely. I've also mounted my drives here with sticky tape. I've got two 2.5-inch SATA drives down there instead of, I think they had a bracket up here before. Just gives it a bit more breathing room, and the sticky tape just holds it well, and the graphics card fits over the top of those there, so it's sort of a DIY mounting option for those. The RAM went in nicely, and I just love the look of that. I love that it's 2 fans, so it should be a little bit quieter than the 970 was that I had. And yeah, I'll in the description I will post some operating temperatures using Battlefield 1. Before the Mini 970, it was getting around 76 degrees on Battlefield 1. That's on Ultra. The 970 can do 60 frames a second on Battlefield 1 on Ultra. You get a few dips here and there, but most of the time it'll sit around 70, 77 frames. So yeah, thanks guys. I'll put everything in the description, and the Asus GTX 1070 Dual Overclock Edition does fit in the SG13. Thanks guys. Catch ya.